Hey guys, we're going to talk today about the Arex Delta Gen 1 9mm pistol. I got this one in 2021, I believe. And we're going to talk about the pros and cons. Starting with the pros, the looks, comfort, size and weight, what it comes with, disassembly point and simplicity, the sights, mag release and trigger, the accessory mount, reliability, accuracy and recoil, and the last point we're going to talk about the price. The cons are not that much, but we have some as well. Before we get started, the gun is cleared, just has the mag on it, so I can show you what it comes with from the retail store. Didn't come with this light, I added this sometime after. The mag is loaded, but I took the bullet out of the chamber since this is my daily. It's been my daily carry for since mid 2021 when I got it. To start off, we're gonna start with the looks. It looks pretty sleek. It's about an inch, or I believe slightly less than an inch wide. It's about the same size as a Glock 19 when it comes to the slide and the grip. And as you can see, it has Delta imprinted on it right here on both sides, and it has some nice texture, like the grip texture right here. It's kind of like sandpaper, kind of etched into the grip right here, which is really good. I've seen a lot of guns, having the whole grip with that texture, and for my taste, I find it like that is too rough, especially I'm a bigger size person, so it kind of rubs on my side and it kind of, scratches me up when it has that same texture all the way over here. But the texturing that they put on the sides and on the, I guess you call it the finger grooves, the front right here, and on the back, it's really good. Like you can hold it and it kind of, I don't have big hands, but it kind of falls into my hand like perfectly, as you can see. Another thing is the weight on it. It's a lot lighter than a Glock. Material wise, it's thinner as well. So when you carry it compared to a Glock, and I compare it to a Glock because that's like the most talked about handgun in the industry. I mean, I have a few, and I compared it. As soon as I bought it, that's why I carry this one more than anything else. It's fully ambidextrous. I'm left-handed, so it's easier for me to. It's got the mag release on both sides. It's got the slide release on both sides as well. It's got some nice cutouts, slight cutouts in the front and in the back, so that you can rack it from the back, or you can rack it from the front right here. It's not optics ready, but you can do it if you want to. The Gen 2 comes optics ready, and the accessory rail is pretty good. I like the lights to fit flush because my OCD kicks in whenever the light is way above, which I get the point why people do it, there's a reason for it, to avoid like shadows and stuff if the light is behind the barrel. But right here flush, you don't really get like a shadow or nothing whenever you're using it. um it's very comfortable. It grips into my hand very good. I haven't had any issues with it for the time that I've been carrying it. And the sights on it, the front it's a white dot, and the rear is just black, and it's kind of curved forward, guessing like to prevent like a snag point, but also like visual. It kind of, when you're shooting in the daytime, it cancels out like the light reflection towards you when you're aiming. This is what it comes with in the box, except the light, the gun itself, with a 17 round mag in the gun and a 15 round mag. They come from Matgar, and it does come with adjustable back grips for different size hands. With 4 of them, I have on it, I believe, the medium one, and it comes with a cleaning kit that screws onto this right here, and you can use it, it's all in one. Comes with all of that except the oil, but and then the light that I use on it is a Tacticon uh, Torch V2, I believe it is. I'm not sure right now, but it's kind of like a replica of the old lights. It's got the magnetic charging on it, and it served me really good. I mean, it's inexpensive. I got it for like $50, $60, something like that. Probably sometimes on sale on Amazon for like 40 something bucks, but I've shot the heck out of it. And as you can see, it has the indicator. It just lost 1 bar of charge, and you saw it there on the camera. It's got it on both sides the button, and yeah, that's what it came with in the box. What I use on it, the ammo that I use is the Hornady um, Hornady Defense. I forgot the name now. I got a brain fart. And I've been using this Houston inside the waistband holster. It's very inexpensive. It's like 20 bucks on Amazon, but I love it because it's very comfortable. It's not the best out there, but I'm not rich or and I've tried Kydex holsters and I just don't like how they feel. They feel too stiff for my liking. I put this one on there, and when I put it like on my belt, it doesn't move or anything, and it's very comfortable for me. It's never failed me. The disassembly, it's very simple. You make A lot of people think, especially like in the when I went to get it in the gun store, the guy that sold it to me, he kind of had the same like the muscle memory of disassembling most striker fire pistols. They're similar to the Glock, and this one is somewhat similar to the Glock, but at the same time it's not, because you do have to push it back a little bit and pull the takedown pins down. But instead of putting the trigger, all you have to do is push it with your thumb forward, and when you hear that click, it just comes up and you take it apart. It is a little dirty because I went and shot it not too long ago and I haven't had a chance to clean it yet, but it's very simple, not complicated. The spring on it is pretty stiff, but you get used to it after a while. I like how it is though, because it's never really jammed on me. It shoots everything that I put through it, and it's very accurate. To me, I would say it's more accurate than a Glock. And I'm not saying that to bash on Glocks because I do own some of them, but I just got so used to this one that I'm very accurate with it. I can have like 1 inch groups, 1.5 inch groups at 15, 20 yards, which I mean, I'm not trying to brag or anything, not the best. I understand, but for a regular person, most common um like combat situations, you're not gonna have more than 7 to 15 yards of distance, 20 yards at most. The trigger, the trigger is a little stiff at first, and you have to get used to it because, like I said, it's a little stiff at first, but once you break it in, it's really good. Like it has this much travel, and then you just hit the wall right there, and then it breaks. And the reset is very short, right there, and then you just right, and it resets. I don't have a trigger gauge or scale to measure it, but it's not the lightest, not the heaviest. I would say about a 5.5 pound trigger. Um, the accessory mount, I had to kind of cut an extra slot right here because it only comes with one cutout. So the light was kind of too forward for me, and I kind of got it with a Dremel and made another one right here, and had to cut out in the hand guard. I mean, in the trigger guard, right around this area, I had to cut out like a 90-degree angle so that the light will fit flush back here because I don't have huge hands, as you can see, for me to reach the button. Recoil on it, honestly, is super manageable. Like, I shoot it like a laser. I go ahead, aim, take my first shots, and I come back to target with no problem. It's very easy to shoot, very easy to maintain the recoil since it's very light, but the fact that the spring is pretty heavy, it kind of doesn't kick as much as you would think it would, and you can get back on target pretty quick. Reliability, like I said, I've shot anything from steel case to brass case, aluminum case on it, and I've never had a problem. It shot it all. It eats it up like nothing. Uh, it's been pretty reliable. Never had an issue with it. And the cons about it, honestly, not much. The only really finicky thing that I have about it is that since it's kind of made to be thin and sleek for conceal carry, the material here, like on the side, or like on the walls of the of the hand, what you call it, the pistol grip. Sorry about that. It's kind of flimsy, and if I push it in, you can see how much it squeezes. But like I said, with the texturing that they put on it, you don't really need to do any sanding down to like put grip on it or whatever. And I wouldn't recommend doing it because then you're gonna eat up more material and it's gonna be more flimsy. But I've never had an issue with it. I just noticed, since it was a light pistol, I noticed that this right here was kind of thinner than usual guns, but that kind of aids to the lightweight of it, and the fact that once you put the mag on it, it kind of evens out with the weight of the mag and the slide. It's a very like even pistol, very um balanced, easy to point, shoot, get back, take out the mag, and reload and put another mag. Like I said, I always keep it clear for the video. It has a indicator right here. When you put a round on it, it'll lift up. You can, even in the dark, if you're not sure, you can just slide your finger right here, and if you feel the indicator that is pushed up, then you have a round in the chamber. um Pretty much for cons is that you know the trigger takes a little bit to break it in. I've shot it quite a lot, probably about 2,000 rounds through it, and maybe after 500-600 rounds I started feeling the trigger was loosening up. It feels a lot better now. It aids in the accuracy of the gun. Once you break it in, before you break it in, you kind of shoot a little crazy at first because that trigger throws you off a bit. But once it's broken in, it's a really good gun. I mean, before that, it was really good too, but it shoots like a laser once that trigger is broken in, because you can relax more when you're at the moment of truth, shooting for accuracy. And the other thing is, I don't know if they intended this one to come with a safety, or if they have another model that comes with a safety or not. But right here, it looks like it has the notch, like cut in for a safety on both sides. And they just didn't put it. I don't know if they have an option that comes with a safety, but maybe they just have one mold, and if you want it with a safety, they kind of cut it out, and they make some models with a safety and some without it. Also, the price point that I got it for at my local gun store was 400. It was, yeah, 399. And for the price point, I mean, for the quality, the build quality, the handling, how it functions, uh, how it shoots. It shoots all types of ammo that you put on it, cheap or expensive ammo. I recommend it. I mean, if you're really looking for something that's durable, it's made by a Slovenian company, and in my eyes, they have a good reputation. They make quality stuff. The finish on it, I carry it on a daily basis, and you don't see anything wearing out. The finish is pretty good. I mean, it's got normal wear from here, like on the sights, but on the slide, it doesn't really have any wear. Again, you take it apart. It's very simple. You just push back a little bit. You put this, the takedown pins to the bottom, and all you gotta do is push a little bit, and it just lifts up. You don't have to like push it all the way forward or anything, because it just has the rails right here cut out, so it can just lift up. And right here, the back plate does not let you push it all the way forward like your traditional Glock or any other pistol that takes down like that. And then to put it back together, all you gotta do is put it right there, and then just, you don't have to rack it all the way to the back either. And that's pretty much it for the Arex Delta Gen 1. If you got any questions that I didn't mention, write it down in the comments. If I miss anything, let me know. uh, I'll make another video, explaining anything that you need. I'll continue making more videos now that I have more free time, and I'll get better, as time goes. Whatever suggestion you guys have, I'll take it in, in a good way. Good criticism, bad criticism. It's always good to know. And just give it a like, share it, subscribe so that I can feel more motivated to make more videos. I have plenty more. My collection has grown, you know, plentiful with the years. I get about one to two, sometimes three or four a year, depending on, how my pocket and bank account are looking. So I have several videos. I have about 24, 26 videos, of different guns that I've acquired throughout the years. Thank you for listening. Again, if I missed something or anything, that you guys need to know, let me know in the comments. Thank you.